to just show you another process video. I'm going to prep my page before I start, and like normal I'm using acrylic glazing liquid. Now that I've prepped my page, I'm just going to put a piece of paper under so when I do the background it doesn't get onto my other pages. I'm going to be using my gel pastels again, and also some of my oil pastels by Das, and maybe some paints too. So I'll just speed it up as I put some colour on my page. Okay, so now that I've got a background, I'm going to draw a face right in the corner so you can just kind of see the nose and the lips. So I'm just going to do that in pencil first, colour it in, and then I'll go over with my black pen so you can see it better. Okay, so when I was drawing the lips, it kind of went out of where I wanted it, and then I smudged it. But what I can do is just pull off all that colour. So I just grab a tissue, or a serviette in this case, and then I just wipe off all the colour and I can start again. So it's no biggie when you've got colour where you don't want it. Now I'm just going to cut out some paper from the paper that I used underneath this page, and I'm going to write words on it and then stick it on my page. I could have just printed some out from the computer, but I couldn't be bothered turning on the computer, the printer and all that kind of stuff, so I decided I'm just going to do it by hand. So once I've cut out some pieces of paper, I'm going to colour the background of those papers in. So the effect I'm trying to get here through these little pieces of paper with words on it is I want it to look kind of like someone's just speaking, or like word vomit where they just can't help what they're saying, just stuff is coming out from their mouth. So words on it say things like did you know, and she said, and I heard, etc. So in church recently, our pastor was discussing gossip and how it can cause division and things if you partake in gossip or listen to gossip. And so he didn't preach out of this verse, but I felt like a lot of what he said I could relate to this verse, and so what I did was I used some of the things I got from the sermon, and then I put it with Ephesians 4 verse 29, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. So when I was listening to this, I was thinking about how we need to filter what we say, and one thing I thought I could draw for this was a sieve, like in the kitchen when you sieve the flour and stuff. And so he also talked about the filters that we could use to check with whether what we're saying is gossip or not. And so the things he said was, is what I'm saying true? Firstly, if it's not true, then you can't even move on to the next step. And the next one was, is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Because this Bible verse is about edifying others. N is it necessary? And lastly, is it kind? So that's thinking before we speak, so that's why I've used that little acronym. So that's what I'm kind of penning on the page right now. Sorry about the blurriness, I'm not quite sure why the camera went so blurry this time while I was recording. But yeah, so those are just things that we could think about before speaking to make sure that we don't have corrupt communication proceeding out of our mouths, because sometimes we don't mean it to be, but it is. So I just thought about how when we need to share with someone, we need to think about whether we're helping, and if we're not helping, then we're probably hurting. So yeah. So once again, this is a really simple journal entry. I might use the words cut out on a piece of paper on another journal entry in the future because I kind of like the effect. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you got something out of it.